What's up, Lore Hounds? It's Koopy here. I'm here with Jon Radoff, the CEO at Disruptor Beam. So actually going on behind us right now is Game of Thrones. Tons of people getting their pictures taken, trying to be Daenerys and stuff for their dragons. So you guys actually just launched the iPad app just last week for Game of Thrones? 2 weeks ago. So, and you're coming out with the Android soon, correct?
We are, in a few weeks. We don't have an exact schedule yet, but it'll be soon. It'll be while the season's still on the air. It's been amazing. We've had almost 3.5 million people have tried the game now, so huge number of fans are in there. Over 100,000 people every day are vying for supremacy in Westeros, so it's very active, a really great community. Fans really seem to have taken to the game and like the story elements and the conflicts that we've set up.
So one of the coolest things you guys do is you actually have people be some of the lesser houses and they align with greater houses. Mm-hmm. Of course, probably the coolest aspect is you got complete buy-in from the TV show, yep. And you're releasing content and new stories as the episodes went on. So we just had season 4 start with episode 1. What new content did you add there?
Yeah, so that's exactly right. We ship new content into the game every single week. So while the show is on the air, the content that we add to the game is things that you just saw in the show. So for example, all the chicken, I'm not giving away any spoilers, but when you watch it, you'll see all the chicken is an item you can get in the game. Martell, one of the big houses based in Dorne, that was just introduced just on Monday. So we're always adding new content, new things you can do.
So what kind of game system updates have you gone through, just kind of adding new feature sets?
Well, the biggest major upgrade to the game system since we launched the game is this idea of alliance versus alliance conflict. So when we first launched the game, alliances were kind of a social group, kind of like a guild that you could be a member of. And there was originally like an alliance challenge feature, still in the game, but that's sort of cooperative where you team up with everybody in the alliance to defeat something. But the big part is now that there's a competitive aspect to that as well. So alliances are in conflict with each other in different territories. So you can try to conquer the north, you can try to conquer Dorne. All the major areas of Game of Thrones and Westeros, you can try to defeat your opponents there by building camps and building up trade alliances, spying on people, fighting, all that stuff, all those backstabbing and skullduggery and conflict that you see in the show. You can do that with all your friends teamed up online.
Really getting into like the 4X kind of game design there, huh? With all the different ways you can go, diplomacy, attacking, exploring.
Where some alliances are all about trade, like they set up barter relationships and they trade with each other all day long to build up their camps. In other cases, people are aiding other camps to help repair them because you're getting attacked a lot too.
So you guys see, and it's a completely viable option to do nothing but trade.
You can, sure, absolutely.
Wow. So this was actually one of the first, I think the first Facebook game I played with any regularity. And now you guys released the iPad app, and you've been getting rave reviews on the interface. Why do you guys think it's such a huge bonus to go from Facebook to iPad there?
Well, so first of all, the way people use their iPad is a lot different than someone uses a web browser. So people are sitting down in their living room when they're relaxing for the evening with their iPads. So it's interesting, our usage patterns have changed a lot. Now we see a big spike in usage in the evening hours when people are relaxing. So I think that's...
Not at work, wasting time.
Yeah, well that's part of it, but iPad's also a touchscreen interface. We revamped everything about the UI to really take advantage of the ease of use that iOS brings to you as a user. So I think that's a big part of it. It's just a better user interface.
It's just a better platform for developing games.
It's a better game platform. So people that have been playing our web game for a long time, who have tried the iPad game, most of them are like, I'm never going back to the web version of the game. iPad is now where I'm going to be playing from now on. And the only piece we're missing now is we're not on enough devices. So we're going to have an Android version. It'll cover tablets and phones, and we know that lots and lots of our customers want to be able to play on Android, and we're going to satisfy that as soon as we can. Android's trickier because there's a lot of different devices compared to iDevices, but soon.
So are you guys, you mentioned the user and looking at when people are actually playing. Are you guys seeing a lot of like second screen activity, like when the show's on? Or is it always around the show because they don't want to interrupt themselves?
That's a great question. I'm personally not a big believer in second screen for dramatic TV shows. Like, I think if you're watching a show like Game of Thrones, you're glued to the screen. You are watching that action and the story. You're not gonna wanna like have your tablet and your phone going the whole time. So we don't really see that happening. In fact, if anything, we dip a little bit while the show is on the air.
Kind of what I would expect.
And then when it's over, they're like, oh, I got to see what's in the game, and they're logging back in. But while the show is on the air, not our goal to distract you from watching the show.
All right, Jon, thanks so much. Can't wait to get in there for the Season 4 content, and more specifically, the iPad app.
Thanks.